Me and my brother started Lebro Industries when I was 16 years old, approximately 7 years ago. And we started by selling workout equipment, and we moved on to establish a few different CPG brands in different categories.
And I'm Michael's brother. I was only 14 years old at that time. I was in high school and just trying to ditch school in order to get my e-commerce business going.
We're like north of 10 million, so like in 8 figures. I really relied a lot on just the people in the industry. So it's like, I'm new to this, like I want to figure this out, so I would just really rely on other people in the industry. I never liked asking my parents for anything for the business or anything like that, so they were really not involved. But I would ask different people in my community, different people in the seller community. I would just connect with them and ask them questions. I remember there was one really, really large seller who now does well into the hundreds of millions a year. And at that time, he was also doing really well. They had like a few 100,000 square foot warehouse, like 500 employees. And I was asking him like stupid questions, like how do I print the shipping label? Or like, how do I publish this listing? And he was just answering me and giving me information and this and that. And I think it's cool about the community is like a lot of people want to help each other. So you just kind of want to we just try to just learn from wherever we can and just pick up any information we can. You want to instill with yourself a sense of like confidence. You're really sure about what you're doing and where you're going, and then whenever you're talking to partners, retail partners, things of that nature, if they see you're knowledgeable about your area and you're like passionate about it and you're confident about it, then I haven't seen it to be an issue. Like people always ask me like, is it an issue that you're younger? Is it an issue like this? I think as long as you're just really confident about what you're doing and you sound like you're educated about it, then it really isn't a barrier. When you hustle behind the right thing, like that's what's so important. Like you want to make sure you have the really good foundation, like you're focusing on the right thing, on something that's not just gonna make you money right now, that has a lot of growth opportunity and something that actually is leading in a place that you want to go, because even if you don't get a lot of the return right away, it compounds and you get things down the road.
Like in the beginning, I was like, yeah, let's just make money quick. But then like you see, especially in the e-com game with brands, it doesn't work. It's like, it'll always come back to bite you, and then any work you put in the past doesn't lead to anything. As opposed to the opposite end, when you're really putting in that work, the more work you put in the beginning, the more comes down later on.
For us, it was always a big thing, like what's our end goal, having a really good understanding of where we want to head to, and then making sure that we just hustle till we get there. But any hustle that we're doing is really building towards that, because you could spend a ton of time and a ton of hard work on leading in a direction that like you might make a little bit of money now, but it doesn't lead to anything as much. So that's been a big thing for us. I would say put all your energy into your brand and products. Once you have that really established and you're really happy with that, then definitely find other platforms to diversify to, because there's so much opportunity in other platforms. Depending on your product and product line, there might be different platforms that are a better fit, but Walmart is almost always going to be the number 2. I mean, there's so much opportunity there. You don't want to wait until it just gets so expensive and so hard to do, kind of like Amazon right now. So I would say definitely that.
Invest in you. Ready, set, grow. CNBC and Acorns.